One in a day, the down in the dead day. I don't see no.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Oh, good move. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On 2nd down, it's Sharp. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Sharp. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Terrace Marshall, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the option, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown! It's complete. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sharp, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Myers' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrace Marshall. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are back within a score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 67 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Able to power through, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On play action, Prescott. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. Sharp, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Parsons. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And running with power here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's sharp. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Cowboys extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That'll result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They give it off here to the tight end. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.